The Hawks play before the hometown crowd, and we've got it live right here from Atlanta, Georgia. Looking at the last game for the Cleveland Cavaliers, it was a win against the Raptors in Toronto.
And it was the role players in that game, Kevin, that really led the charge. You know, the guys who normally don't score a lot, they came in and really contributed.
A total team performance, Steve, the kind you need if you're going to win on the opponent's home floor.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Irving and Waiters, the guards. The two stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. And it's Varejao in at center. Now, here is Irving. Rebounded by Korver. And here's Atlanta. A tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
They found themselves up against a hot team that night, Kevin, and they just didn't have the manpower defensively to shut them down.
You know, guys, I expected a little more fight out of them than what they showed us. They never strung together any stops like they needed to.
The Hawks shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
Yeah, they've just been an ordinary team in terms of free throw shooting this year, guys. About 75%.
And this year, they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Kevin Love, an incredible rebound. It seems Steve, he's brought that same desire and tenacity to his overall development as a player.
Yeah, his commitment to his conditioning has been big. His development with his three-point shooting, constantly working on his game, and he's become one of the big stars in this league by putting in the time and effort.
Now here's LeBron after the miss from Chen. Varejao, and the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
It makes it so easy for your teammate when you can lead him with a pass like that one.
And you talk about that internal drive and desire for Kevin Love. You see it from his physique to his skills, and most of all, in his video game numbers, which are even more eye-popping than his real numbers.
Good point, Clark. Very, very good point. And the shot is good from Chen.
Risky shot there. Size-wise, he easily comes out on the short end of the stick, so to speak.
With the nice high release, he had no problem getting it off and knocking it down.
Irving attacking, and it's slammed in by Varejao.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Assist from Kyrie Irving.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in.
And I think as much as desire, Love's understanding of the game plays a big role in his success. He knows where to be on the court, but also what he needs to do off the court to put himself in position to be successful.
For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Dishes it to Waiters. The feed to Love. Love right side. No good off the front iron.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Pass to Korver. He kicks it to Carroll. Here's Chen. And it's rebounded by Anderson Varejao.
And a missed opportunity right there.
Definitely. I think he should have converted that one.
Raiders no luck. The Hawks trailing. Korver kicks to Carroll. He wants to get the Millsap and does. No good. So Cleveland will take it the other way. They beat the Hawks during their last encounter in Atlanta.
Well, whether by design or by accident, they drew so many fouls in that game that it really became an issue for their opponent as the game wore on.
Shots good by Waiters.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And that's going to open things up for them on the perimeter going forward, Clark.
Here's the captain. He's covered by Irving. A shot's good from Chen.
That time the defenders were a little lazy getting to him.
For Cleveland, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Now the dish to Love. Puts it up from 12. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, nice way there to get your first basket of the game.
Here's the captain. He's covered by Irving. The shot's good from Chan.
He's hit the ground running here in the first, putting together a nice quarter offensively.
Cavaliers leading. Outside Irving. LeBron James on the wing. The turnaround Jay. That one wide left. For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. And it's slammed in by Millsap. No challenge from the defense there. Clark could have put that one through any way he wanted.
And I love the choice there, partner. Going hard to the hoop for that throwdown.
Yeah, that's invisible defense leading to a very visible finish.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. A different look now for Cleveland.
Over the last month, we'll take a look at where the Hawks rank in the NBA stats. First in field goal percentage, first in fewest turnovers a game, and they're #1 in opponent scoring. They don't allow teams to get into a rhythm offensively, and thus they're able to.
Both teams making substitutions here. The Cavaliers trail by 6, so on the floor for Cleveland. Irving and Waiters, the guards. The 2 stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Kyrie Irving 3 seasons ago was the only rookie in NBA history to shoot as well as he did from the three-pointers, the field, and the free throw line. There's no question about it. He is an elite shooter.
Here's Chen. The rebound by Kevin Love. Love's got 4 rebounds in this game. Left side, Irving. James kicks to Irving. Love with the screen for Irving. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And Irving, super skilled, one of the league's best shooters, and you'd make a strong case for being the league's most elusive ball handler as well. Seems to get by his man pretty much at will.
Here's Carroll. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Count that one.
That was some skill there. Nice use of the bounce pass.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. And Irving super quick with the ball in his hands. And when he gets to the basket, a master using spin and English to convert.
And Kevin, you know, the story is that growing up, the hoop in his yard had a big part of the backboard broken off on the right side, so he had to learn that spin in English in order to bank it in.
I like that story.
Necessity is the mother of creation.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Got a piece of it. Here's Love. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. The Hawks leading by 6. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, LeBron James joining a younger team with the Cleveland Cavaliers. He said, "We're not ready right now. It will be a long process. My goal is still to win as many titles as possible, but what's most important for me is bringing one trophy back to Northeast Ohio. Our city hasn't had that feeling in a long, long time." Kevin, what a worthy goal.
Cleveland's last pro championship back in 1964, Doris. Thanks. And Cleveland making a change here. Varejão's checked in. And let's step back for a second to look at the top shooting point guards in basketball this season. 5th on the list, Kyrie Irving.
Well, as a point guard, you want to create the best shot possible for your team on every trip. And given the way those players have shot the ball, it might always be a good idea for them to do it alone.
Got to keep everything in the framework of the team, no matter how well they're shooting it. I know what you mean. They have been hot, but keep everybody involved.
Horford the pass to Chen. A leaner, and that's good for 2. And now it's a 10-point Hawks lead.
And yeah, they're moving the ball now. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assisted buckets.
Steve, nothing makes a coach smile as much as pure, selfless teamwork.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had to say to his team. Teamwork was the theme of the discussion in that huddle. He said, quote, "Good shots are there for us on the perimeter if we share the ball, work it around, and find the open man." He also wants them to concentrate on working as a team at the offensive end. Passing, patience, and teamwork. Those were the messages. Guys, they're clearly hoping those changes have an effect even before this game makes it to halftime. Kevin?
Thanks, Doris. Here's the captain. He's coming off a 28-point game against Houston. And Atlanta again with the bucket.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Now here's LeBron. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Raptors in Toronto.
And he did some nice work on the boards too, Kevin. That was definitely a factor in that game as well.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question. And that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And it's not necessarily strategic, Clark. It's just a matter of playing with more heart. Got to play hard, guys. Al Horford, 6'10", 250, really a natural power forward who's been asked to play at center for his whole career. He's shown himself willing to battle bigger players inside, but you got to think he'd welcome a chance to switch back to the 4 spot.
They get it again. Here's Varejao, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That one on Horford.
Great job. Taking it right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, he left him no choice but to foul there.
And
nice shooting.
So far.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense.
And so that's the end of the first half. Hawks lead by 7. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Okay, eyes up front, guys. Our fans are really liking what we've done so far, and so am I. Let's go through some things. Obviously, we've shot the lights out, and that's not been by accident. You guys have done a heck of a job finding good looks every time down. Keep working hard to get those high percentage shots. The guys I will give credit to are the guys who came off the bench and gave us the scoring pop we needed. And let's keep the pace deliberate when we start this half. I want to see us get settled in, not trying to do too much too soon. These guys did not see this coming, but now they know what they're up against, and they're going to come out angry. Get ready to go toe-to-toe with them and cap this thing off.
And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go, having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade. And Steve and Clark and I are refreshed and ready to go here as well. You know, the captain has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, he's been a revelation here tonight, Clark. Scoring almost at will there in the half.
Hard to imagine he'll keep it up for the next 2 quarters, but you never know. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Millsap at power forward with Horford at center.
On the wings, Korver and Carroll, and it's Chen in at the 1 spot. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. James outside. Shot clock at 6. Puts it up from 12, and it's off the back rim. No good.
Another strong rebound, just like we've gotten used to seeing from them today.
Yeah, 1 or 2 more of those, and this lead will be double digits.
Here's the captain. Feeds it to Carroll. He dishes it to Korver. And the pass to Carroll. Here's the captain. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Love's got 5 rebounds tonight. LeBron outside. Love with the screen on Millsap. James dishes to Love. Rebounded by Korver.
And excellent interior defense there. Good rotations.
No doubt about it, Steve. He's a real presence inside. Takes up a lot of space.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, guys, the Cavs' David Blatt, the first ever NBA head coach directly hired from the international ranks. Though he grew up near Boston, a die-hard Celtics fan, he represents all the aspiring NBA coaches from abroad, saying, quote, "I feel a great sense of responsibility. I feel like I've got to do a good job." Kevin, he's certainly got the personnel to do it.
A roster loaded with talent, Doris. Indeed. Thank you.
Well, few would have predicted back when Kevin Love was drafted 5th out of UCLA in 2008 that he'd become the superstar player we see today. You know, he's transformed his body and expanded his game year after year.
Irving misses. The Hawks leading by 5. Here's Chen. The rebound by Kevin Love.
And offensively, they have yet to hit a shot. Slow start here to the second half.
And talk about the physical transformation for Kevin Love. Leaner, quicker, and stronger.
Yeah, credit yoga and Pilates. He's trying to be the very best he can be, and he's putting in the work to do that, so it actually helped him more at the defensive end.
LeBron kicks to Irving. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Thompson is checked in for Anderson Varejao.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Kevin Love. Over the last month, making major contributions, averaging 17 points per game, 11 rebounds and 2 assists. Certainly not numbers he should be disappointed in, but we know what a high standard he holds himself to.
Well, quite honestly, I hope he's not disappointed. I mean, he's been given an amazing daily basis.
Atlanta leading by 3. Chen passes it to Korver. He feeds it to Carroll. Pass to Horford. Kicks it to Korver. 6 to shoot. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Waiters up top. Right now averaging 11 points a game. Passes it to Love. The 8-footer. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Well, their energy is lacking, and they've got to start playing harder and battle down in the paint.
Now the feed to Korver. They need this one, and he knocks down the jumper. And the Hawks lead by 3. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. On the wing, Irving. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. 8 points for Kyrie Irving.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
Here's Chen on target from 13 feet.
A large part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
So for the Hawks. Elton Brand's checked in for Horford. Ken Bazemore comes in for DeMarre Carroll, and it's Teagan for the captain. Then for the Cavaliers, Marion comes in for Kevin Love, and Miller's subbed in for Dion Waiters.
All right, you're up.
Oh, yeah.
And Cleveland with a change here, too. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for LeBron. Here's Dellavedova. 5 points in the game. Dishes it to Irving. Right side Irving. Here's Thompson. Another shot, and it's good on the layup.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle.
Just 4 seconds left here in the third quarter. Teague with a clean look. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. The Hawks on top. They're up by 5. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next.
Tune in this Saturday night, March 7th. Paul Millsap and the Atlanta Hawks go up against Michael Carter-Williams and the Philadelphia 76ers. Make sure to catch it.
And now a brief chance to view our State Farm assist of the game. It's 1 of 7 terrific assists on the night from James.
And what you love about his ability to pass the ball, Kevin, is that it just seems so natural to him, so fluid. He's always in control, understanding where his teammates are and anticipating.
The Hawks leading by 5. So on the floor for Cleveland. Irving and Waiters, the guards. Anderson Varejao out there with Kevin Love. And it's Marion in at the small forward. Here's Chen. Here's Horford. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Horford's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Hawks. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Waiters dishes to Varejao. Pass to Irving. And he banks in the layup.
What's going on defensively there? A lack of focus, no concentration. Too easy.
The Hawks shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. Here's Chen. The Cavaliers pull it in.
You know, that mid-range jump shot is not his strong suit, even when he gets a good look like that.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Irving attacking, and he gets it to go.
Well, you know, he has shot the ball well, but it has not been contagious. And his teammates, they haven't had the same groove, and that's why we're looking at this result so far.
Here's the captain. Teague, the pass to Chen. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. 22 points for the captain.
You know, tired legs can affect you at the defensive end, and I think that's what's happening right here.
I agree, because as much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
Marion outside. He kicks it to Waiters. Shoots from the high post. It will go down, and the Hawks' lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Love.
The defense starting to falter. I think we're seeing some tired legs there, Clark.
Carroll kicks to Horford. There's the dish to Teague. The drive by Scott. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And the Hawks lead by 5.
Well, I'll bet his teammates love playing with him. He's distributing the ball perfectly.
Well, he keeps everybody happy, and you know what? The assist numbers don't lie.
Atlanta making some changes. Millsap comes in for Scott, and it's Korver in for the captain. And Cleveland with a change here, too. James is checked in. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sideline. A different look now for Cleveland. Marion comes in for Dion Waiters. And Miller's subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Teague against Miller. Here's James. A second chance effort. Here is Zhao. Can't hit. Good work defensively by Millsap. The captain's checked in for Atlanta. Cleveland also making some changes. Dion Waiters checked in for Marion. And Irving subbed in for Mike Miller. The Hawks leading by 5. Here is Korver. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. And good on the basket. Book it. And that's now 24 points for the captains. 1:53 left in the game. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
I got to find something. You're right.
Well, those are key baskets, and we know he can deliver down the stretch.
Hawks have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Horford dishes to Korver. Horford the bet. In Atlanta again with the bucket.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last 2 trips down the floor. Excellent.
Yeah, that's 4 straight trips, guys, where their passes have ended up in scores. 4 straight assists. Great team play.
.133 left in the fourth quarter. The drive by James. Horford with the rebound. Horford's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costing him.
Here is Korver. From 10 feet out and off the front, and in it goes. Korver's got 5 points in the quarter.
Despite his ineffectiveness, the team has found other scoring options, which you have to have when one of your main guys is struggling. Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And that one's good. No shot.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, going through the motions as it appears. It'll be a nice win here for the Hawks.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
They knocked down their shots. I mean, a little luck didn't hurt either. A lot of their 50-50 shots went in the basket.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
And after trailing in this season series, tonight they avenged themselves, taking the final game of the year between these two teams, finishing at 2-2 against the Cavs.
And you have to look back at this and see what a huge game it's been for the captain. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket just seems to be incredibly wide.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's LeBron, 11 feet out, and he hits it.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Atlanta's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Carroll kicks to Horford. A pass to Chen. Second chance shot, and Horford with the lay-in.
And the fans loving what's transpired here tonight. A really good victory for these guys.
Sure was. I mean, they did just what they needed to do to keep the visitors from getting any momentum going at all.
Both teams changing it up here. shoots. Here's Varejao. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting for Cleveland, Anderson Varejao. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within single digits. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. And so the Hawks take the win. Both teams played well, but these guys have the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of their game here.
Well said. Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark, Stephen Doris, and the rest of the crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Last but not least, here is your Jordan Player of the Game, the captain.